famous cathedral of Russia. I saw it on TV and it piqued my interest in architecture because the location is stunning. St. Basil's Cathedral was built by of Ivan the Terrible in the 16th century. Since then, it has stimulated the interest of tourists to Moscow. Some have its explained why authors were captivated by its unusual gorgeousness. It's a beautiful place that I want to visit in Russia. The world famous cathedral of Basil is a jumble of colors, patterns, and shapes. It's the combination of a style unique to Russia. Architecture on the terrace of Intersection Cathedral in 1552. Ivan the Terrible captured the Tatar stronghold of Tatar to commemorate the victory. He commissioned its landmaster, officially known as the Intersection Cathedral. This masterpiece, which was built between 1555 and 1561, would become to would become the ultimate symbol of Russia. I saw the aesthetic of St. Basil's Cathedral on TV. It caught my eye from the first time I saw it and made me want to go there. This bizarre jumble of colors, patterns, and shapes is the culmination of a style unique to Russia's architectural history.
No more?
No,
So I think you didn't read the last sentence here. If the chance presents, I would like to go and see it by myself. Okay, first thing, kindly repeat the word bizarre.
bizarre.
Do you know what it means by this word?
Uh, uh, bizarre. I'm not sure.
But do you have any idea? Because you use this word.
Uh, it's so interest about color.
What's about the color?
It's colorful.
Mm-hmm. We have this simple word in English that's the same as bizarre. It means weird. So, is that what you really mean by this sentence? You want to say it's kind of weird?
It's kind of
The Cathedral
with
of Saint Basil?
the
For you?
actual
Because you said this bizarre jumble of colors. Do you think the Cathedral of Saint Basil is bizarre? Weird?
I don't know.
Uh huh. All right. I hope you know this word because you used it. Okay. Next, when you read years, 1552, 1555, 1561. Can you say it one more time?
1552, 1555, 1561.
61. All right.
61.
Now, what is your article all about? What's the main idea?
The world famous cathedral.
What is it about this famous cathedral of Russia? What's the name?
Ah, St. Basil's Cathedral.
Okay, you say saint. We read the st there as saint.
Okay. St. Basil's Cathedral.
Right. Okay. So you have your introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. They're complete. Although one thing in your body paragraph, you didn't mention how you feel about this. What's your insight? Insight means what do you think about Saint Basil? So you could have written in your body paragraph, this is letter C in the outline, if you remember. I'll try to check also your outline. So when you edit this, try to include how do you think or what do you think about this famous cathedral? Okay, let me ask you now. Pech, what do you think about St. Basil's Cathedral?
I I think it I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Aside from beautiful.
Uh, is is the location is stunning and and the style unique to
Mhm.
it. Um,
There you go. You have a lot of ideas that you're telling me now. So maybe it would be great if you add them in your body paragraph. Because you look at this, if you try to look at your thesis statement, it's a beautiful place that I want to visit in Russia. So when you try to write your topic sentence here, the world famous Cathedral of Saint Basil, you need to mention that you want to go there. Because your thesis statement is actually a specific detail of your topic sentence. Do you understand?
yes,
So this is statement and this is your topic sentence. This too, if you talk about beautiful place, then in your topic sentence you need to name it and this is correct. But you need to add your controlling idea. I want. So that's your controlling idea. You need to mention here that you want to go there to complete this one because this is an incomplete sentence. Okay? And I saw in your, okay, there's a restatement here. Okay, very good. And then this one, your last sentence, you didn't read this one, and I suppose you should have read this one. Okay, please send me your Word document so that I could edit some of your grammatical errors, just a few of them. I noticed you did use many adjectives, and I commend you for using that because that's very important in descriptive essay. So thank you very much, Patch. You did well. Please
thank
don't
you.
forget to edit and send me the file. Okay, next, Opal, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, please start reading.
Okay. Um, the Gherkin in London. The Gherkin has become a symbol of London, known around the world for its technical and environmental advantages, as well as its unusual curving design and presence in the skyline. It was constructed in response to increased demand for office space at the time. In order to emphasize that London's commercial sector is one of the most powerful, as well as the reintroduction of the notion of the very tall skyscraper owing to limited ground area. Next, I will say the Gherkin is the most unique structure. The Gherkin is the most unique building because when that comes to wonderful and unique architecture, the Gherkin is unrivaled. We will discuss the Gherkin in London, which has a unique design and employs nearly 35 kilometers of steel inside its building. It stands on the old location of the Baltic Exchange Building and is known as some of the most unique buildings in London's financial area. This one was given the nickname the Gherkin by its unusual design. The structure has become a London landmark and a great example of modern European architecture. Touré Galleries in Barcelona, Tour de Two in Paris, and Doha Tower in Doha were similar examples worldwide. In Bangkok, there was also Pearl Bangkok. This structure is a point of pride for the British population. The beginning of the Gherkin started in 1992 when an explosion rocked London's finance system. The provisional IRA detonated an explosive device near the Baltic Exchange, causing the building to be seriously damaged. The building was destroyed and city officials decided to replace this with a bigger tower. The Gherkin's construction began in um,
2001.
2000 and was completed in December of 2003. It didn't open to the public until almost a year after it had been supposed to. The Gherkin now is mainly using it as an office building. It contains the headquarters of number of large companies, including Swiss and some of Sky News office. Um, Today, many of the most popular television and radio shows are filmed on or around this building. The high-capacity lift can transport 3,078 passengers daily at speed of 6 meters per second. However, they are exclusively open to renters and their visitors. The swirling stripe pattern as seen on the facade um, has a structural importance as well as it is the result of building's energy-saving technology, which allow air to move up through spiraling wells. Um, Among the many awards it has received because its architecture are Sterling Prize, the London Region Award, and the Empress Skyscraper Award. It has a long story and is London's only one of this sort. Their avant-garde design style contrasts significantly with most of London's structures, which are much more standard.
Hmm. All right, what is this article all about?
About the Gherkin
What
in
is a
London.
gherkin?
The Gherkin is the building in London. Like,
How
um,
did you describe it?
yes,
What's the word that you used?
the Gherkin, right?
Mm-hmm. In your thesis
Um,
statement. Most?
mm, most unique structure.
Right. Don't forget your thesis statement. Okay. So, in your topic
Um,
sentence here, okay, there's a problem. You mentioned here most unique. Ah, okay. Maybe you can use this word again,
yeah,
but paraphrase it. Instead of saying unique, what are the other synonym of unique? Even here, try to change this one as well. And you
Okay.
even meant, you're specific here, wonderful and unique architecture. Okay, what is, you actually mentioned architecture. Okay, this is correct. Because you said here
Yeah.
structure and you mentioned what type, it's architecture. What does it mean by this word?
Architecture, right?
No, the one that I highlighted.
Um, yeah.
Oh, did I not share? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Wait a minute. That's why. Okay, there.
Ah, um, rival. It mean I'm not sure what I translate
Mm-hmm.
in the app.
No one can. What do you think?
I think
What's the word rival? Do you know?
um not sure.
When you talk about competition,
Yeah.
what does it mean from your definition in your that you got from
Mm,
your translation?
okay. I don't know how to speak in English, but
Is there other word in English that you could say as a synonym
it's mean
when something what?
rival. Um, opposition.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't, I don't know
Yes.
how.
Competition. You remember competition? Are you a fan of K-pop?
K-pop, right?
Mm-hmm. Right now they
No.
have no. Okay, just
No.
in case we're talking about K-pop, there are many released songs right now, right? We also
Yeah.
have BTS. Now, they are the same in the same industry. They are in K-pop. So BTS and Blackpink. So these two, they compete. So they are rival. We say that word rival. They are against each other. And when we put a prefix on here, you cannot compete with it. It means it's too beautiful to compete with it, or it's too complicated. It has a really good design that no one could really compete, or no one could really get better than this type of architecture. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, in short, it's on top. Okay. Unlike, okay, let's just try to look at your conclusion. That's the most important thing. Hmm. Where's your restatement? Most unique? Here. Excellent. Mm. Actually, you used here comparison and contrast. Comparison. Their Afghan do not contrast significantly with ones which are more standard. Okay, when you try to write your last sentence here in the conclusion part, it would be nice if it comes from you, your own understanding of your article. So, what do you think about this Giken Gherkin structure, Opal?
I think Peterson is a great example of modern European architecture.
What do you think
Sorry.
it's great?
Um,
What makes you say it's great?
Great example architecture.
Is it something that you want to have, like as something where you want to live?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I repeat, when you are writing something, do not just copy these information from the internet. I noticed from Pech and Opal, you forgot to put where you get those information. And please try to avoid doing so because you are committing plagiarism. So, for example, where did you get the data like this one, the year?
Yeah.
You need to mention which website or who even have.
Uh,
Oh, where's that? Started in 1992. This one. So, where did you get this data? Because they will always in an essay, when you're ever writing an essay, it's very important to put the credit to the source. Why? Because that's not your work, that's not your data. Someone got it for you, okay? All right, so thank you very much, Opal.
thank
Good
you.
job for doing read your work. Next, Ing, are you here?
Yes, teacher.
Mhm. Oh, you used PDF. Kindly send me a document file after our class, Ing. Oh, I can open in Word docs. Oh, okay. Let's start reading.
Um, the graceful tower in Dubai. Could you imagine if the half moon become a building? Nowadays, have many buildings and architectures as we have seen every day. In my head, I always imagine wonderful places because I thought that I would be able to visit there someday, and Crescent Moon Tower is one of my choices. I was amazed by the design of the shape of this building because I never think anyone would use the idea of the half moon to build a building. For me, it was a very new thing. There are reasons that made me love it. Crescent Moon Tower is one of my favorite places in Dubai that I want to visit. Dubai has many beautiful buildings and shapes like many people have seen, and this is the one of amazing building in Dubai, which is called Crescent Moon Tower. It was built in 2009 in Sabil, Dubai by DSA Architects, International Hearing Architects and Planner Co. Ltd. The purpose of this building is for office, shopping, hotel, and residence. It is a building that includes this extraordinary skyscraper is to house luxury Dubai properties, a children's library, a restaurant, a conference room, bars, and in the upper part of the structure, an outdoor platform is to be created. The Crescent Moon Tower is to be a multifunctional building for both tourists and locals, a place to attract scientific recreational and cultural activities. It is a building that includes almost everything in it. That point makes me really love it. So it is a place that really attracted me to visit. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. I was able to understand your pronunciation and your how you read it. Okay, let's start with this. As I could see, there are how many paragraphs did you make?
3.
Three. Let me check.
Sorry, teacher, only 2.
Okay. Um, just a few of some editings. Try to put or enter where is the conclusion, just for us to just for me to check again when I try to give my comments. And your intention, don't forget them per paragraph, and your format: Times New Roman 12, double spaced. Okay, question: what is your article all about?
About a building,
What's the name?
Crescent Moon Tower.
Okay, what do you think about it?
Um, it's Very unique.
Because you said here in your thesis statement, there is a reason, that should be a reason, that makes me love. Class, if you ever see this line, blue line, please try to check it. It says there one space only. Can I edit this? Please edit this when you have time in. Okay, so you said in your thesis statement there is one reason or the how many? How many did you write in? Ing, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
It's only one, right?
Yes.
So you can say there is one reason that makes or made me what should be past tense or maybe later. We're gonna check this. Anyway, so your main idea here, you said the reason. So when you're writing your thesis statement, um, try to put the name here. What is that? Graceful Tower, right?
Yes.
So instead of saying the specific name Graceful Tower, you could mention here one structure. You can say, you can start with your sentence. One structure in Dubai, which I have one reason that makes me love it. And that would make a thesis statement in your introduction. And so, oh, why did you write this one? Is this a place found in Graceful Tower?
Yes.
May I ask you, is the name Graceful Tower or Chrysanthemum Tower?
The name is Christman Tower, but
Oh,
I just describe Christman Tower
oh,
like it's great.
all right. So instead of writing here just this one, there is the one reason you can mention here. There is the one reason that makes me love. Instead of it, you can mention here one structure in Dubai or one tower in Dubai. You can add it here. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. And so you wrote here Crescent Mound Tower. That's very good. You said it's your favorite. Okay. And then you mentioned where specifically. That's correct. By the, okay, you mentioned who, very specific. And you even have your conclusion here. You change or restated love. Okay, complete. Just try to keep following the format. You try to read it in our Google Classroom ink. All right. Good job for writing a lot of adjectives in this essay. Let's move on to the next. All right. Ing, are you still there? Ing, she went off. Okay. Next, number 12. Oh, no more time. So Pech, Opal, and Ing is done for today. Class number 12 onwards. Miw, well, 15, 16, 17. You prepare, you will be the next readers next meeting. So if you have any questions, please ask now, or we can do, wait. Class number 12, are you here? Nope. Miw,
Yes.
um, let me check your work. Is it long? Where is Ing? Ing,
Yes, teacher.
just like this. Please send me not the PDF file. Kindly send me the Word document of your step 4. Yes?
Yes, we will see later.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh, it's very long. Okay, let's try to read. Miu, please read your article.
Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, in Korea, there are numerous prominent tourist sites. What comes to mind when you think of Korea? Myeongdong, Gangnam, Hongdae, and Itaewon may come to mind for some, because it's a trendy clothing, cosmetic, and street food. It is a favorite hangout spot for Korean teenagers. However, in this essay, I will discuss a location that most tourists are unfamiliar with. Bukchon Village is the tourist destination I'm referring to. Bukchon Village is a traditional Korean village in the heart of Seoul, Muslim metropolis. Bukchon Village, which is roughly 600 years old, was created during the Joseon dynasty in 1910 and was once the residence of the Joseon dynasty and highest-ranking nobility. This village, in my opinion, is suitable for those who enjoy historical sites as well as peace. Bukchon is situated to the north of two significant locations, Cheonggyecheon and Donglo Canal are those places. It is the origins of the name Bukchon, which means northern village. Bukchon village is located between Kyeng Palace, Changdok Palace, and Jongmyo Chai in Seoul. If you want to visit Bukchon village, take the metro to Angus Station on subway line 3, commonly known as the Orange Line. However, if you want to view the sites near Bukchon village, I recommend using a taxi. When you visit these hamlets, you will feel as if you have traveled back in time to the Joseon dynasty, and the houses are built in the traditional Korean manner. On the streets, you will observe a lot of people wearing hanbok. Because Bukchon village is a village where many Koreans dwell, tourists should become an reflecting noise. However, you do not need to be concerned about visiting Bukchon village because its location will provide you with a guide to assist you in wandering about the village. It is open as a cultural attraction for tourists to experience the ambience of Korean living in the past, even though it is still a home for Koreans. Tea houses and small eateries are currently being constructed, as well as accommodation for tourists visiting the area. The allure of Bukchon Village is that no matter how far the outside world has progressed, Korean continue to retain the traditional Korean village in its most pristine state. As a result, I would recommend to sorry, I would recommend the, I would recommend this location to everyone who appreciates calm and is interested in learning about the Korean way of life in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, that's a very interesting topic, just like the first three. Okay, so what is the main idea of your article?
Uh, Bukchon Hanbok.
What is it all about?
Bukchon is a traditional Korean village in the heart of Seoul, Ling metropolis.
hmm How did you describe Bokchon Village in your essay? You said here, I'll discuss.
Uh,
What's the adjective that you used? I'll
Bukchon
discuss. Mm-hmm.
Busan Village is the tourist destination
That
uh,
is,
that is Busan Village, which is lovely 600 year old, was created during the
yeah, yeah,
Joseon
that's your body
dynasty.
paragraph. That's your detail. In your thesis statement, I'll discuss a location that most tourists are blank. What did you write?
Unfamiliar.
Right. So, to improve this way, instead of writing I'll discuss and I'm referring to, maybe you can put this in one sentence. You can say Bukchon Village is the tourist destination that most tourists are unfamiliar. That's it. Unfamiliar with. So, that would be your thesis statement. And for your topic sentence, Bukchon is traditional metropolis. Okay. So, you also mentioned about Bukchon village in your topic sentence. You mentioned about the location, heart of Seoul. Okay, that's correct. Now, where did you get the data about being 600 years old? You need to mention where, okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Kindly repeat after me. I noticed this one you didn't actually read the ed sound of these words. Can you say created,
Created,
situated
situated,
with ed? If there's no d there, you can say situation, situate. But you when you say with ed, you say situated.
situated,
And we also say palace. Can you say palace?
palace,
So Gyeongbok Palace, Changdok Palace, Chongmyu Shrine. Okay. And then can you say the word concerned? Concerned
concern,
with d.
concern,
Concerned.
concern,
Progressed. Progressed.
progress.
You always have to say the last ending d. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. No more questions. Very good for writing the complete parts of this essay. Please try to edit those things that I ask you. Please do the final, what's the justify format, and then there's this need some editing. Bokchon Hanok, try to put an adjective about this Hanok. So you can use any adjectives that you can think. What do you think about this village, Bokchon village?
Um,
Would you like to go and
I
live
think
there
I think
someday?
it's suitable for those who enjoy historical sites.
Do you love historical places?
Yes,
Personally, yeah. All right. And maybe you're. Are you fond of K dramas as well?
Kerala.
Yes, the history, because most of the one that you've written here are like need to be familiar about these palaces that they have in Korea. Okay, thank you very much, Miu.
Thank you.
So we only have 4 minutes left. I'm reminding you, those people who are done, try your best to edit your article and